What's up, everybody? I'm Anthony.
I'm Phil.
We're the Meeple People. Today, we're talking about a quick, fun game you can pull out at any tournament you're at. Only takes about 15 minutes to play. Highlander, the Duel.
Put out by B&B Games, by the way. You guys put out Refuge.
We also did a review for that game.
Yeah. And this game is, like I said, it's very simple to play. It's pretty much just like an advanced version of War. It's pretty much the epic struggle between Connor McLeod and the Kurgan. So there can only be one. So you're going to be doing... you're going to be dueling to see who's going to win the fight.
So, while you're dueling, basically you're going to be drafting a hand. There's a drafting mechanism in the game. And you're going to each blindly put a card face down on the table and reveal it. If you're the offensive player, if the symbols don't match, you deal damage. If you're a defensive player, if at least one of the symbols match, you block the attack. If all the symbols match and you're the defensive player, you parry and strike your opponent.
Yes. This
continues on until one player reaches 12 damage. Now, during this, you can unlock special abilities. Each character has an ability at 5 damage and at 9 damage. Each ability turns the tides of the game. The game gets really intense.
It does. I mean, the biggest thing about it, like I said, it is like an open drafting mechanic, so you kind of got to map out what your opponent's playing to know what symbols they're going for, kind of make sure you know when they're going to play it so you can match them, get those blocks in, or make sure you get your damage through.
Exactly, and another thing about the game is it shows what symbols might come up on the next card, because on the bottom of each card, there's going to be at least one symbol, and the next card you play has to have that symbol in it. So your opponent always has an idea of what's going to come next. Not to mention that the fact that this game comes with these 3 awesome miniatures. We have the Kurgan, we have Connor McLeod, and then we have the offensive player marker.
Player token, which is awesome.
Which is sick. If you're any hobbyist, you're going to buy this mainly for the minis. I was drawn to it because of the minis, and then they're like, oh, this is a card game. I'm like, oh, let me look at this. We checked it out at Gen Con. Joe, who's not here right now, me and him had an epic battle at the B&B Games table where we had a crowd of people looming over us as we were dueling for a good 20 minutes. It was an epic struggle.
It was a very, very long match.
Game is $20, comes with everything you see in front of you. These 3 awesome miniatures, damage tokens, the 2 character cards, and the deck of cards, which I believe is 23 cards?
23 combat cards, and you have your 2 actual
23
cards.
23 combat cards, 2 character cards, 2 character markers, 1 offensive marker, and the damage markers.
Yeah, so me and Anthony, we did just, he played at Gen Con, I just played it for my first time, we played a couple games back and forth. The game flows really well. It's really cool because you're kind of like trying to map out your opponent the whole time. I really like games like that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an analysis paralysis at points, especially during the end of the game, because every move you make towards the end is either going to make or break you. So you're just looking at the last card they played, going, which symbol is going to actually come up? Yeah. Because it could be just like the foot symbol, because there's 2 hands, 2 feet, and a helmet. It could be just the foot symbol, but there could also be 2 other symbols on that card.
Yeah.
And you might think like, oh, I'm going to play a foot, and then that's it.
You kind of try to map out what your opponent's playing. A lot of good analyzing. I had fun playing it. I think the game's really cool. The only gripe I have out, I'm not too crazy about these tokens, but whatever, just tokens. The minis are amazing. Gameplay is awesome. It's a fun, quick game, easy to pick up.
To be fair, if you don't like the tokens, just throw them in the trash and just use like a 20-sided die to keep life. Most of us have them lying around. There's 2 of them actually right in front of us. You can't see them because they're off.
Yeah, they're over there.
We have 2 life counters over there. Every gamer has dice.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Comes in a nice little package. You can just throw in your back pocket, throw in your bag when you're going out to hang out with people. I definitely would recommend this. Like I said, it's cheap, fun, quick game.
Also, the minis have their own little plastic storage compartment, so you can put them back in the box and they won't get damaged, nor will they scuff up your cards. We did sleeve the cards. You don't need to, but
and the card quality is actually pretty good.
Card stock, outstanding. We sleeve everything. That's just how we are. You do not need to sleeve this game if you don't want to.
Yeah, so in closing, another hit from B&B Game Studios. Thanks again, guys,
2 in
for
a row.
Good stuff. looking forward to more stuff in the future, and maybe some expansions for this. Get
That'd be
more
really
characters thrown in. Yeah?
Yep.
Just saying.
Also, be on the lookout. We're going to be playing. We're going to actually record some duels because
Why
it's
not?
pretty epic. For a 15-minute game, it's a power struggle. Check it out. Tell your local game store to pick it up. Support B&B Games. They make great games.
All right. And I am Phil.
And I'm Anthony.
We are the Meeple People, and we'll see you next time.